Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's July 27th, 2016. One of the headlines today that about made me fall out of my chair was the release of John Hinckley Jr. from prison, the man who supposedly attempted to assassinate Ronald Reagan. What you should know is that the Ronald Reagan assassination attempt was a hoax, meaning that John Hinckley, the character, is a hoax himself. But what this headline connects to is the ongoing assassination riddles being dropped in the media that seem to point at Donald Trump and the 44th president, Barack Obama. Before we get to that, let's go back and look at the Reagan assassination attempt by John Hinckley Jr. Think about this. What are the odds of somebody who tried to kill a president being released from prison? It's just such obvious bullshit. But here's what you need to know. The assassination attempt came March 30th, 1981. This was a date with 133 numerology. Government equals 133. White House equals 133. Ronald Reagan had become the president 69 days earlier. Prior to that, he was the 33rd governor of California. And prior to that, he was a Hollywood actor. The date March 30th, 3/30. What happens when you add those numbers together? They sum to 33. A very special number in false flags. The attack on Reagan was a false flag. False flag in gematria equals 33. It also came at 2:27 in the afternoon. Another way to say that time is 33 minutes till 3. With regards to 2:27, very special number, a number routinely coded into false flags because 22 divided by 7 gives you the number for pi, 3.14. Having to do with cycles and circles. And all this propaganda is planned by the numbers, by dates of a significance, in very geometric patterns. If you write out 22 divided by 7 all as words in gematria, it sums to 314, a lot like 3.14. Our entire language is based on mathematics, gematria. I have deeper videos going into these topics greater. So Reagan's assassination attempt was by the numbers. They said in the assassination attempt, James Brady, the bodyguard of Reagan, was shot and paralyzed from the waist down for the rest of his life. They said Reagan was shot and nicked, but survived and healed up rapidly. The truth is, nobody was shot. It's all a hoax. James Brady, who was in a wheelchair, was just playing his part from that day after. And recall, when I first started this video channel, there was the story about James Brady being murdered on Obama's birthday. 2 years ago on August 4th, James Brady died. Obama's birthday is August 4th. Remember, United States of America equals 84. Obama equals 84. His birthday is 8/4. If you write out 40, it sums to 84. United States equals 40. United States of America equals 84. Ronald Reagan was the 40th president. So check this out. This news comes today during the Democratic National Convention. The name Hinckley has the same gematria as Clinton, and this 87 number has been coded along hints at a political assassination targeting Donald Trump, which we'll get to. John Hinckley Jr., set to be released. Here's that numerology for the date of the assassination, 133, again like White House and government. Ronald Reagan in gematria sums to 110, just like president, an agent actor made for the office. Ronald equals 64, like Israel, Zion, Thelema. Thelema worships the number 93. Ronald Reagan, dead at age 93 by the numbers. Check out my video on the deaths of Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan, 2 deaths that mirror each other in numbers. Reagan also sums to 46. The word hero equals 46. So many people think Ronald Reagan's this great hero. Nothing but a Masonic Zionist actor stooge selling out the American people, enslaving the nation with debt. Here's the write-up on the release. Last year at this time, there was an article about how John Hinckley was living in a very cushy prison, a very suspicious article. I talked about that last year. This guy that supposedly, tried to kill a president has been living in one of these nice, executive prisons, where the CEOs go. Well, what stood out to me about the reporting is that he is going to have to stay in Williamsburg, Virginia. That is the conditions of his release. Williamsburg, Virginia has gematria of 235, and this is a number we've been tracking all year that's connected to political assassinations of the past. Before I go further on 235, I want to remind that the assassination attempt in 81 happened at the Hilton. Hilton equals 33. Important point I meant to make. One more 33, like false flag, coded into the story. But with regards to this 235, this number's been coded all year, foreshadowing an assassination, and it's connected to politically connected deaths of the past, including the death of Bill Clinton's biological father. This year, August 22nd, will be the 235th day of the year. I have a video from months ago saying look for a political assassination possibly this August 22nd. August 22nd can be written 22/8, United States of America equals 228, so does death. There's this card from the Illuminati card game, which came out in 1982. This card game has foreshadowed many tragedies that have transpired since its release. Look at this card called Hit and Run. On the back of the license plate, 235 and then 666, the card has to do with assassination. Now check this out. Prophecy in Jewish gematria sums to 666. I think that's what the 666 represents. Prophecy by the numbers. All of these scripted stories throughout history are how the Masonic Zionists who control this nation, who control media, have scripted, events by the numbers, fulfilling prophecy. Revelation, the book of the Bible that's about prophecy, is what made the number 666 infamous. Hit and Run in gematria sums to 46, what's on the name of the card. Donald Trump, born in 46. Bill Clinton, born in 46. Bill Clinton's biological father, murdered in 46. Earlier this year, there was this Trump tombstone found in Central Park in New York on Easter Sunday. It was a date with 46 numerology. Sacrifice equals 46. It was also the 87th day of the year this year. Remember, Hinckley equals 87, Clinton equals 87, Easter egg equals 87. This tombstone, an Easter egg in Central Park on Easter Sunday. With regards to these numbers showing up in deaths of the past, here's a shining example with a lot of the same numbers we just talked about. Bill Clinton's biological father is William Jefferson Blythe. Blythe is the biological last name of Bill Clinton. He was found dead on a business trip coming back from Chicago, the Masonic Zionist Mecca, returning to Hope, Arkansas, where Bill Clinton's from. The date he died was a date with 33 numerology and 87 numerology. The name Clinton the small way is 33, 87 the big way. The day he died, May 17th, is the 137th day of the year, which connects to authority, Washington, D.C., American meridian. That's the meridian that cuts through D.C. It's also the date that leaves 228 days left in the year. Again, United States of America equals 228. Death equals 228. 137 is also the 33rd prime number. Federal 33, Clinton 33, Order 33, Masonry 33, Secrecy 33. Talk about dying by the numbers, right? And throughout history, there's so many examples like this. This is why I'm looking at August 22nd with all that's been coded with the 235 of the past. Where William Jefferson Blythe died, see where I have this at here. He died in Sixton, Missouri, coming back from Illinois on his way to Arkansas. Sixton, Missouri has gematria of 235. Again, this number that's on the back of this Illuminati card game, connected to assassination. And now what we're talking about is a possible Donald Trump assassination as a sacrifice for the future Hillary Clinton presidency. What it looks like is Bill Clinton's father, if he even really ever existed, was sacrificed for Bill Clinton's future presidency. A lot of these people are born to be. It's hard to say why Bill Clinton would have been chosen. Perhaps in the right bloodline, perhaps something owed to somebody else in his family. Somehow, this is what's going on behind the scenes with so many celebrities, so many elected officials in our lives. See how it says he was born in Sherman, Texas? Sherman also has that gematria of 33. Notice he was born February 27th, 2/27. These numbers are so repetitive throughout history. You learn to recognize the numbers of significance. You can see what is truly going on. Sixten, Missouri, United States, and Pythagorean also sums to 113, like mainstream, like dishonest, like Scottish, as in Scottish Rite Freemasonry. So many interesting things to explain. If you're new here, please take the time to go through my older videos. You know, I have over 1,000 videos. My video channel is an ongoing narrative decoding events, showing what's being scripted, and so often the things I decode in record time, a related story comes that you will recognize if you know how to identify these numbers and their significance. If Hillary becomes the 45th president, Bill will have been 42, 42 plus 45, 87. Illinois, where Hillary Clinton's from Chicago, exactly where Bill Clinton's father was driving back from. Illinois has that gematria 45. Barack Obama, the current president, also with the Illinois connections. See what else is interesting here. From July 27th, the date of this news, to August 22nd is 26 days later, or a total span of 27 days. If you count the end date, think about 27 celebrity sacrifice. I also pointed out how John Hinckley, earlier this year, is connected to Jodie Foster. John Hinckley supposedly tried to impress Jodie Foster with the assassination attempt on Reagan. Hinckley, in his testimony, said he wanted to impress the actress, the young actress at the time. From the date of this news until Jodie Foster's upcoming birthday is 115 days. 115 reminds of other assassinations. JFK was assassinated November 22nd, 1963, a date with 115 numerology. He was killed in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a 33rd degree Freemason. Freemasons, the plural, equals 115, so does killing in Jewish gematria. John Hinckley has birth numerology of 54. The name Jodie Foster equals 54. She'll be turning 54 years old later this year. 54 has to do with future telling. Oracle equals 54. Somehow I think all of these things are interrelated. I've been talking about them all year, and now we get a release story of John Hinckley coming out of prison. I've been talking about this coding, so I'm just trying to fill you in on past things I've mentioned, things I've been looking at. Jodie Foster had that weird movie come out this year that she directed about, hostage situation, taking over the news, killing. All of this is predictive programming for what they have staged ahead for us in the future. Should Donald Trump become the president, I will guarantee that his presidency ends with an assassination. I don't think that's going to happen. We might get that assassination narrative before, as soon as August 22nd. From John Hinckley's birthday until the date of this news is 59 days. 59 is the kill number in Jewish gematria. And again, the man who he paralyzed from the waist down ended up dying August 4th, 2 years ago, on Obama's 53rd birthday. Obama will be turning 55 August 4th this year. In the year 2012, on Obama's birthday, August 4th, there was the story of the flag falling from the rafters at the Olympic Games. They say John Hinckley is being released from St. Elizabeth's Hospital, which I assume is a mental ward. St. Elizabeth's Hospital gematria of 84, United States of America 84, the Twilight Zone 84, Serling, the director of the Twilight Zone 84. Again, Obama 84 in Jewish gematria, born on 84. This is all propaganda for the United States of America by the numbers, a nation that's always been run by the numbers. So hopefully I explained all of that clear enough. Go back and see my older videos on Kalamazoo, Michigan, George Wallace, his assassination, the movie Taxi Driver, which Jodie Foster's in, a lot of other important details that are all interrelated. All right, until next time, Truth Seekers.